Hi there. It is VEDA day 6 and I'm Erin. I'm not sure if my vlog from day 5 uploaded yet. It was a long one and I know that I said I was going to try not to do that, but I did, so oops, sorry. But because it was a long one, there was something where it said I had to verify my account with YouTube, and for whatever reason they wouldn't allow me to do it on my phone, so I had to do it on the computer. And I did that this morning because I just didn't feel like messing with it anymore last night. That's becoming a recurring theme. I need to upload these vlogs before it gets too late at night, so that if something does happen, I don't get frustrated and just give up on it. But anyway, hopefully it's up. I have no idea if it is or not, because when I left this morning, it was still rendering, or it was doing something. I can't remember if it was rendering or not, but it was, maybe it still said processing. I don't know. I was able to verify my account, so I'm allowed to post a long video like that now, but I'm not sure if it actually uploaded. And I haven't called either of my kids to find out if it worked or not, so it'll be a surprise. But it will hopefully go up before this one, because I don't want the vlogs to be all out of order. I already have vlog number 4 just sitting there waiting to be uploaded, since I haven't been able to export it. So anyway, that's what's been going on with the vlogs. But today is a new day. It's a bright sunny day now. Earlier today, this morning, it was treacherous outside. First of all, I got woken up by thunder. So lightning must have hit pretty close to our house, because the thunder rattled the entire house. And that's not usual. That's not something that usually happens. But I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And I realized it was thunder. And then, probably about 5 minutes later, it happened again. So I couldn't go back to sleep or anything, which was fine because I needed to wake up around that time anyway. So I got up, got ready, left, and it was raining pretty bad. So, I was like, well, I'm wondering if I'm even going to get any calls today with Uber, because it's raining so bad. Are people like staying home, or what's going on? Because I went for half an hour without a call, and that's really unusual. So I was just about to give up and just turn around and go home. But then I was like, well, you know what, let me go to the airport. I'm going to go to Reagan National. I'm not sure if I mentioned where I live. I know that I mentioned on our craft table that we live in Northern Virginia, but that's a totally separate channel, so I seriously doubt that anybody's checking there to find out where we live. But we live in Northern Virginia. It's, the whole area is a big suburb of DC. And we usually have a lot of business here for Uber. I'm not sure about Lyft because I don't drive for them, but usually in Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, we have just a whole lot of business, and we're able to pretty much drive all the time. There's slow periods everywhere, of course, but it was very slow. I mean, to the point where I didn't even get a call. And like I said, I was just going to give up, so I said, okay, let me head to the airport. So I decided to go ahead and go to Reagan National, and it started pouring down even more. And I was like, oh gosh, I hope this rain lets up a little bit. So then I finally got a call. Finally. So, like I said, it had been a good 30 minutes, you know, and the Uber app kept asking me, are you sure you want to stay online? Are you sure you want to stay online? And I keep hitting yes, I want to stay online. So I finally got that call. I picked up this lady from a collision place where she had her car towed. And she was like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. I've never taken an Uber before. I had to get to the airport. So I was like, oh, okay, great. You know, thinking to myself, that's great because that's where I was headed anyway. I was going to go to the airport. So now I get paid to go to the airport. So she was like, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was on my way driving to the airport and I got into an accident. So, you know, I'm going to have to be on the phone for a little bit. So I was like, oh no, that's no problem. And she was like, yeah, this weather is just so insane. And I said, yeah, I know the weather is really bad, and you know, we have these crazy drivers out here who don't know how to drive in the rain. So I'm so sorry you got into an accident. Are you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'm fine. So she got on the phone, and long story short, she started talking about the accident to the claim adjuster or whoever it was that she was speaking to at the moment. And turns out that she was one of the crazy drivers. She was driving too fast in the left-hand lane on the highway. She ended up hydroplaning, and she hit the concrete barrier wall. I'm just so thankful that she was okay and she didn't hurt herself worse or end up, you know, hurting somebody else or damaging somebody else's car, because that could have been really, really serious. You don't mess around with the rain like that, especially when it's just pouring down. I mean, we've been having severe weather alerts, which was why I was considering just turning around, because the rain was so bad. You know, I was like, I'm just not going to do this. But then I thought, okay, maybe I should just go to the airport. It'll probably, you know, calm down a little bit. The weather is supposed to clear up by the middle of the day. So anyway, I felt so bad that I said that, you know, crazy drivers were out there. And she was one of the people who didn't know how to drive in the rain. Oops. So anyway, oh, I felt so bad for her. So, you know, she was talking on the phone, and she had to give the insurance company some information, and she said that she had to call them back because she had to get that information from somebody else. So she's calling somebody else, and she gets on the phone with this person and says, you know, all this stuff like, I don't know, yes, no, well, they just said they needed that number. And she was being really harsh with those people, or whoever it was that she was talking to. And the tone that she had, I thought maybe she was talking to, like, I don't know who I thought she was talking to. I was thinking maybe her husband or something like that. Like, she was just pissed off, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know, but it was just that tone. But then she said, God, I don't know, Mom. And I was like, oh shit, she's talking to her mother like that? Ooh, okay. Okay. Because I know that I wouldn't let my kids talk to me like that the way that she was talking to her mom, and I definitely wouldn't talk to my mom like that. Like, you know, it's not even a matter of, you know, getting in trouble, you know, so-called trouble as an adult with your, you know, with your parents. It's just respect. You just, I don't know. I just don't understand it when people talk to their parents that way. So, and admittedly, I don't have a great relationship with my dad, you know, but I don't think I would be going around saying, no, you know, just being so nasty for no reason. At the same time, I know she was probably really frustrated and everything because she, you know, just got into a car accident that was her fault. And, you know, she got a ticket from the police officer who came up behind her. So she was having a stressful day, and she had to still make it to the airport and get out of town. So she was under a lot of stress, but still, that's not an excuse for talking to your mom that way. Yikes. Anyway, but all judgments aside, because that's really not my business, I just thought it was funny. You know, she got whatever information she needed. She got back on the phone with the insurance company and figured all that out. And then it was almost as if I could feel the tension kind of leave the car, because, you know, she just kind of had this sigh of relief, like, okay, that's done. You know, and she was like, I'm so sorry I had to be on the phone. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. It's okay. You know, because she obviously had to handle that before she went out of town. She was about to, you know, get on a flight. So, you know, she was just so stressed out. So I hope that she's having a good trip today, and she's gonna be able to just relax or whatever and not have to think about what's going on with her car, because that must have been really frustrating, really scary, because I know I really don't like driving in heavy rain like that. It's dangerous. People aren't paying attention. People are making mistakes. People are going too fast, and it's just something where you just really have to watch out for what you're doing, and you have to, you know, be very, very careful of being observant of your surroundings, and, you know, making sure that you're just doing the right thing in terms of the weather conditions. So anyway, like I said, I was going to turn around. I'm glad I didn't turn around, because I was able to get her, and then I was able to, you know, get a few other calls around the airport. And now it's a nice, pretty day. All the rain is gone, and I'm headed home to enjoy the rest of the day. You can see today I'm wearing a jacket. Yesterday I was wearing a t-shirt. For the past 2 days, it's been 75, 80 degrees. And then today, with the rain coming in and everything, it dropped down to like 55. I think the highest it got up to is maybe 58, maybe 60. I don't know. But it's just the wane. I was trying to say weather and rain at the same time. And my mouth thought it would be a good idea to say wane. But the weather is just very temperamental right now in Virginia and surrounding areas, because it's April. April showers bring May flowers. That's what they say, right? So anyway, I probably talked way too long, and hopefully this was sorry, I got distracted by Biggie. I love this song. Oh, bad word. Anyway, I'm stupid. It's been a long day. I need to go home and relax and hang out with my kids. So, anyway, I love it when you call me Big Mama. That's what I used to say when I went to the club and the song would come on. And anyway, okay. I gotta go home. Let me edit this. Hopefully I do a little bit better job of editing this one than I did the one yesterday. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of editing, but it's very, very hard. And I appreciate Koi editing the videos for our craft table even more now, because it's not easy. It's definitely not as easy as I thought it was. So I appreciate all the hard work that Koi used to do for that channel. And I'm just gonna keep vlogging, keep editing, and I'm gonna try to get a little bit better at it myself and ask Koi for some tips, because it is not easy. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna shut up now because I ramble, and I'm rambling again. So I gotta go. Okay. See you tomorrow. Have a good day, and that's it.